Live from Orlando at CCA Florida headquarters. It's the 2020 edition of Star Search with your host, Captain Leiza Fitzgerald, and Star's right-hand girl, skipper Amanda Krpan. Tonight, enjoy special guests, live interviews, tips and tricks on how you can succeed in Star, and chances to win special prizes. Now, here's your host, Captain Leiza.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us in the second episode of Star Search. Tonight, we're going to be getting just a little trashy, but first, I want to introduce my co-host and regional director for CCA, Amanda Krpan.
Thank you, Leiza. It's great to be here. And for all of you that were here with us last week, you know that we had a great success in our little giveaway. So this week we are doing 3 prizes. So all you have to do is like and share this Facebook Live video. We're also giving away a prize for those that comment. So make sure that you are engaged with us and you could win a prize tonight. So speaking of feedback, we also wanted to mention that we love seeing your comments from last week. Now, Leiza and I have been a little distracted during the live session, but we did have a chance to read through everyone's comments, and we love hearing from those that have won in the past. Even if you haven't won and it brought your family closer together, we love hearing those stories. So we want to hear more of them. We would love to get your videos, a picture, a written testimonial, and if we share your story, we're going to send you a Star prize pack. You can send that information, the video and pictures and your testimonial, to info@ccaflorida.org.
Oh my gosh, you know, it's been so exciting to see all these different individuals who are catching fish, picking up trash, just engaging all together in the sport of fishing and conservation. So thank you, Amanda. And as she said, we really want to hear from you. So please send us your videos, your pictures, your testimonials to info@ccaflorida.org. And thank you again for tuning in tonight. And each Wednesday, we will bring you new information about the upcoming CCA Star competition presented by Yamaha. And you know, this Star competition is so much fun. It's a family-friendly fishing competition, nearly 100 days of fishing, $500,000 in prizes, 17 different divisions, inshore and offshore species. There's something for everyone. If you don't fish, you can pick up trash. There's the conservation division. If you don't think you're going to catch a tagged redfish, there's so many inshore and offshore divisions, but you got to be registered. So go to our website, CCAFLSTR, and get registered. And we do weekly drawings. So the winning starts early. You can win an Engle prize package just for registering early in CCA Florida Star. So thank you, and thank you to our sponsors and everybody who makes this possible. Yamaha, Contender, Pathfinder, Hughes, Carolina Skiff, Academy, Realtree, West Marine, and the list goes on. You can see them. These are all amazing organizations who have supported us. So just want to say thank you again to all of our wonderful sponsors.
And that's right, Leiza, you can win before the tournament even begins. Every week we are doing a drawing for an Engle prize pack just for those that have registered early. We draw every week on Friday, so make sure that you register. If you register tonight, you'll be in the drawing for this week, next week, and all the weeks leading up to the start of the competition. Now, just a reminder for everyone tuning in, if you like and share this Facebook Live video, we're going to be having even more giveaways, and you have the chance to win a Star hat, koozie. We have a couple other fun prizes to throw in there. So again, you can win before the competition even starts. At the end of this live broadcast, we're going to be having a Q&A session. So feel free to comment in the Facebook section below any of your questions, and we're going to do our very best to answer them. Now, this week is all about the Costa Kick Plastic Trash Division. And it's so cool that it ties into CCA Florida's mission to protect and preserve Florida's marine environment. It's why we all work here and we're so passionate about what we do. And yes, we give away prizes and we hold raffles, but our mission as an organization is to preserve the sport of fishing, our access, and to make sure our children and grandchildren enjoy the Florida we were able to grow up in. Now, Captain Leiza, you have been deemed the queen of conservation. Can you tell us why and maybe a little bit about how the STAR competition is actually conservation oriented?
You know, Amanda, the competition was created just for that purpose, which is conservation. We wanted to engage anglers in not only fishing, but doing it in a conservation manner. So the way that you handle the fish, the way that we don't require you to harvest any fish in order to win prizes. You clip the tag from the tagged redfish. You know, you don't have to keep fish and bring them into the weigh scale. You don't have to transport them in your live well. There's so many things about this competition that really are conservation oriented. And tonight it's all about the catch, photo, release, and then the trash division. So the Costa Kick Plastic Trash Division, which is presented by Papa's Pilar, is an amazing part of the competition and gives those people and anglers the ability to do something good for our environment.
Now, Leiza, can you tell us where the participants can collect the trash, how to take a picture with that bucket and the measuring device, and then how many entries per day can they have?
Well, you know, Amanda, those are all great questions and points to kind of to notate. So with the Costa Kick Plastic Trash Division, first and foremost, you have to find areas, and unfortunately, it's not too difficult to do that, but make sure you're allowed to be in those areas. You'll go in and you'll pick up a full 5-gallon bucket full of garbage. And as you can see, the young lady here has her measuring device with the 5-gallon bucket. Every 5-gallon bucket that you submit is considered to be an entry. However, if you pick up 10 buckets, you set them all together, you can put the measuring device there. And then when you enter through the STAR smartphone app, it will give you the opportunity to select the number of buckets that you're entering. So you don't have to take a picture of every single bucket. You can put all of your buckets together. You can actually dump them in big black garbage bags. I've had so many people who have had stacks and stacks of garbage bags full of garbage, and then they put the number of buckets that they use to fill those garbage bags. But please, you need to make sure that the West Marine official measuring device is in the bucket. And you can enter as many 5-gallon buckets full of garbage as you can pick up every day that you're on the water. But it must come from a coastal shoreline, your boat ramp, a marina, someplace like that, in order for it to be eligible in the competition.
Now, that's something unique about the trash division, that participants can enter as many times as they'd like per day, correct?
That is correct. And you know, the first place prize, which is offered by Papa's Pilar, is a 3-day, 2-night stay in Key West. You'll go on a private tour of the Ernest Hemingway Distillery. You'll get samples of Papa's Pilar, and you'll stay in their private apartment there in Key West. So you'll be able to really enjoy the flavor of Key West, which is an amazing rum. Second place prize drawing is from Kahuna Wagons, and it is a big Kahuna beach wagon. And those are aluminum beach wagons, which you can put your buckets in and fill up with garbage. It's a great way to enjoy. And third place prize is from Academy Sports and Outdoors. And in every first, second, and third place, you will receive a gift certificate from Costa Sunglasses so that you can have a pair of sunglasses and see what's out there. And unfortunately, it is a lot of trash. Most buckets gathered. Again, you have prizes from Academy Sports and Outdoors and Costa sunglasses. You also have a fun fishing photo competition from Tackle Webs, and then from trash can bucket toppers. That is going to be so much fun. We're going to be giving those away throughout the competition. You will put them on top of your 5-gallon bucket. You can submit your buckets with your trash can bucket topper lid. And right there, you can see it, the trash can bucket topper. If you will submit your pictures, we're going to do a drawing from all of the pictures that are submitted with that product on the top and give away $500 cash. And so we are so thankful for the creator of this and his wife who are involved with CCA to be able to provide that. So thanks so much, Zach. And I love the product, and it's going to really make a difference when you're out on the water.
Wow, those are some amazing prizes to win and incentivize our participants to get out there and clean up their waterways. Now, tonight we also have a quick video that we'd like to show of some folks that really do think that conservation and preserving the environment is what it's all about.
So in CCA Florida Star, we are not only releasing redfish, but we're practicing gathering trash. Hopefully you'll get involved in the Costa Kick Plastic Trash Division.
Are you kidding me?
If I get out of this chair, I'll pick up more trash than anybody.
So somebody was talking about the CCA, and I really didn't know what it was until a couple of years ago. But they're there to preserve and protect this, the environment, the water, the fish. I just love the idea of what they're doing.
Really? Stop with the trash.
Luca picks up trash so she can get biscuits.
Really?
I love talking trash. Do it all the time, baby. I'm the best at it. Let's talk trash. Come on.
Mocha hates litter bugs.
No, not today.
Amanda, that was amazing. You know, we have so many great individuals that have participated in the competition. And I can tell you here tonight, we have some other individuals, and I think you know who we have here with us, one of our winners, right?
Yes, we have the Krpan family, and we are very excited to welcome. They're here live with us. Hi, Krpan family.
Hi, Krpan.
Hi, guys.
Can you guys tell us a little bit about your story, how you got involved in STAR, and what kind of progressed from there?
Yeah, I'll start off. Our family, we just heard through friends at our local marina talking about the STAR tournament. And so we registered our family. We're always outdoors, having lots of fun together on the boat, and we love fishing. So it was awesome to get involved with it. And with Parker, and then this is Kendall, and they both participated in it. And Parker ended up winning in 2017 a $25,000 scholarship, and then Kendall won a $5,000 scholarship that same year. And they both participated in the trash division, and that was something that has been just really awesome. And Parker has really taken off with that. Loved and got so involved with that at the end of his school year. His kids, his friends needed community service hours. And he said, hey, well, why don't I organize a shoreline cleanup with all my friends? And we reached out to the CCA, and they just thought that was an incredible thing that he could do. And he was able to tell all his friends about the CCA STAR tournament and try and get them involved in it too. So.
Hey Parker, how many black garbage bags? I remember the pictures. How many black garbage bags do you guys think you collected in that one morning?
I'm not sure. It was a lot though.
Yeah, I know you. You even got to go on the Rick Murphy show, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, Kyle, Amanda, Kendall, and Parker. What an amazing family. And it's so great to see that you guys had the opportunity to participate in Star. And I hear that you're going to be orchestrating more cleanups, right, Parker?
Yes, I will be.
Yeah, well, I sure appreciate it. And we thank you so much for being with us tonight. Is there anything that you would like to tell the kids out there that they should be doing?
Have fun and keep on fishing.
There you go. Well, thank you very much. Well said, Parker.
Thank
Amanda,
you guys.
don't we have another great individual with us here tonight?
We sure do. We have John Mooney. He actually won most buckets gathered. Was it last year?
Yes, it was.
Welcome, John. He has some information for those tuning in tonight. So go ahead, John.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And again, thank you, Lisa and Amanda. And a special shout out to Costa and the Pink Plastic Trash Division. You're my Costas from last year. And, I can't thank them enough. And Academy Sports. And, and also, too, it is a fishing competition. So I do fish while I'm out there as well. But as far as with the trash, it is something where everyone can participate. And, it's, what I just, want to share is, here, this is probably the best tool, this little flipper, and you can just fill up a plastic container, and within minutes, and here was last year's, West Marine measuring, and just take a picture, and just like that, you'll be in this year's fantastic drawing, with the pillars.
So, John, let me ask you, it was 602 5-gallon buckets full of garbage?
602, and I was late to the party. You've got some unbelievable, people out there that are just, picking up a lot of trash. But as far as the tip, I did it out of a tandem kayak.
You picked up 600 buckets of trash from a kayak.
From a kayak. And,
wow.
And this is in Jacksonville, Florida, and unfortunately we do have some pretty, trashy areas. But at the same time, that's a good benefit. And I would just suggest, for me, that's flippers, you got this, you can find whatever creek you want. And just on high tide, just every time, just take it and go all the way to the end. And this will come in handy because you'll find trees that are falling down. And there will be that pile of trash right on the other side of it. And, here's another unbelievable tip where you'll just get lots of buckets. And Leiza, you alluded to it before, and that is, I would just, have 10 buckets. And
well,
kayaks would hold almost 10, 11, or 12 buckets. And,
wow.
Yeah, and again, I applaud Costa with the plastic. And another big tip is after a big rain, once you've explored that creek, take it all the way to the back. And then after a big heavy rain, all this plastic, it'll just be floating down. And so it just makes for easy pickings, if you will. And then once you do that, go to another creek and have fun with it. And do the same thing. And then, because it's 100 days, then after 30 or 40, go back to that same creek. And unfortunately, you'll still see the amount of trash. And it'll be in some of those catch areas. So that was a big part of why I was able to get to 602 buckets. And another thing, too, is work with partners. I'm in Jacksonville. So I work with the, I would email, like Mayor Kirby. I would email my councilman. I would email Daryl Joseph, Director of Parks. Keith Jacksonville Beautiful, Dan Durbeck, John Pappas, Public Works. And the reason is, CCA, what an organization. So when you're there and you're going to either a public boat ramp, kayak launches, or even if it's private property, when all these people are seeing all this trash that you're collecting, they're all coming out. And then you hear the different stories. So the point I'm getting at there is, just to have a good, wholesome experience with it. Because then I'll tell them, and here's all these, garbage bags. I just fill them up. And so that way, when I was done, that trash would get picked up. Because a lot of the neighbors, that's going to be sitting there for weeks, months. Why are you still in there? So then if you demonstrate to all that, even the neighbors, that the positive effect that will have, then when you go back, it really is just a keyword of thing. So
Well, John,
I'm excited. I can't wait. My wife wants a pair of these, so I'm waiting this year.
thank you. John, you are so passionate about this, and I just hope that everyone can see that you just exude passion for what you do, not just for picking up the garbage, but conservation of our marine resources. And I can't thank you enough for all that you've done and engaging so many people up there in Jacksonville. And I hope that everyone will see it can be done, because he picked up 602 buckets full of garbage out of a kayak. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you, John.
Amanda.
We're going to hope you hold your championship.
And for those that mentioned in the comments that it was kind of hard to hear John, he did give some really good tips. You can always go back and turn up your volume, but a few of those tips were after a rainfall, the garbage will wash into the water. So that's a really great time to pick up the trash. And then always make sure that you have permission. If you're going up private areas, private creeks, or you're butting up right against someone's property, you should probably ask their permission or from county officials or something like that before you get out of your kayak and go on land or anything. Right, Leiza?
That is exactly correct. And I can tell you, we've done different trash events and have found that once people see what you're doing, they get engaged and they want to help. So I think it's really awesome that John has engaged so many people in the Jacksonville area. Now I know we were talking about the competition in and of itself, and we have some special dates that we want to remind our watchers and viewers to participate in. And those important dates are as follows. And Amanda, you want to run them through this, or you want me to?
Sure. Well, we got a lot of questions this past weekend over Memorial Day because our competition usually starts Memorial Day weekend, but because of everything that is going on right now, we had to push the competition back. So it now starts July 1st, and we didn't shorten the days for you guys. We actually lengthened the end of the competition. So it's July 1st through October 4th. It's still nearly 100 days of fishing. Again, July 1st through October 4th. Our Star app will be available next week, starting on June 1st. If you've already downloaded it, you don't have to download it again. You just need to make sure that you're in the 2020 competition. And then our Star measuring devices are available starting June 19th. And Leiza, do you want to tell them where they can pick up their official West Marine measuring devices?
Yes, they can go to any West Marine store and pick up the official measuring device, as you said. They're available as of June 19th, but you can also go to our website, ccaflstar.com, and go to the distribution tab, distribution location, and you can enter the name of the city that you're in, and it will give you all of the locations that carry the West Marine official measuring device. There will be other bait and tackle shops, boat dealerships, lots of different places where you can pick up those devices. Now, Amanda, we've been talking a lot about the trash division, and we've been being really trashy, but I think we have one of the best trash talkers on the Gulf Coast of Florida with us here tonight to talk about the Star competition and why he's so passionate about CCA, don't we?
Let's welcome Captain Mike Goodwine. Hi, Captain Mike.
What's going on?
Hey, Captain Mike, how are you?
doing all right. I've been, I live out here in the sticks, and I have to come outside to get reception. And we got mosquitoes out here the size of dinosaurs. So if you see me doing this, because I'm fighting off mosquitoes.
Okay.
So, yeah. So how y'all doing tonight?
We are wonderful, and I want to thank you for joining us here tonight and talking about the CCA Florida Star competition. Tonight, we're talking about the Costa Kick Plastic Trash Division, and I know that while you're on your boat, you're very conservation-minded.
Yes, that's part of my trip. Anytime I see any kind of trash in the water, I'm running my trips, I stop to pick it up. That's my office, and I want to retire from there, and I want my kids to be able to enjoy it. So if we don't take the initiative to keep it clean, who's going to do it? So I got a motto, and mine is leave it better than you find it. So whenever I go, I try to leave the bay better than what I found it. So if everybody get into that mindset, we'll be great.
I wish everyone had that mindset.
I wish they all did. I know you fish Tampa Bay a lot, and you can see those shorelines and the different islands, and holy crud, it doesn't matter what day I go, I pick up all the beer cans and the bottles and the things one day, and the next day it's all back.
Yes. And it just isn't on the shorelines of the water either, like at the boat ramps itself. That's where I see a lot of the problem is at, is like people put trash throughout the parking lots. When it's a big giant garbage can right there, for the love of God, I do not understand why people do it. But, whenever I see it, I try my best to pick it up and put it in the dumpster. Unless it's got maggots or something on it, then I ain't touching it. So I'm sorry.
So, Mike, you were very instrumental in doing something really special for our organization. And do you want to talk just a little bit about that, and how did you think up the idea behind what you presented to us?
Okay, I was sitting in the DMV, went to go get my tag renewed, and as I was sitting there, everybody know when you go to DMV, you got to wait 10 hours just to get seen. So I think I had number 788, and they was on number 233. So as I was sitting there, I was looking at all of the specialty license plates that they have on the wall. And I was browsing, and I seen a snook, I seen a dolphin, I seen a tarpon, a bass. And I got to thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, why don't they have a redfish up there? And how big redfish it was in Florida, it just blew my mind that they didn't have a redfish. So I left. Actually, when I went to go register my tag, I asked the lady, what's the process of trying to get a special license plate? She told me. I made a phone call to Tallahassee, and they told me what all I needed to have. And they said one of the things I needed first was somebody that the money could go to, So that was a no-brainer. And I said the biggest people out there for conservation is CCA. So I made a phone call to CCA and asked them, would they like to be the sponsor, or would they like, to help me out with this? And they jumped on board. And from that point, I kind of gave it the trip and biked off because I ain't a good talker. I just, I can't go to Tallahassee. I'll be up there like, yo, y'all give me a license plate. What's up? So I just left it to them. They handled all of that. And after years and years of trying to get it done, it finally got passed. And then it was unfortunate. The COVID came through, and that kind of pushed it back, but a lot of other things got pushed back too. So now we just waiting for it to happen, and I can't wait. Oh, I contacted a buddy who designed my logo and told him to make a design for a license plate. And when he made it, I saw it. I was like, it's no way that anybody's gonna be able to turn this down. And then when I sent it to the CCA, they fell in love with it, and here we are. We're gonna be having that license plate one day. So it's
Well,
a
I'm
good
hoping to
thing.
get signed in October so that we can start putting those on the back of every truck and every vehicle in the state of Florida, and all of the proceeds from the sale of that license plate goes to habitat restoration so that
Yes.
we can do the good works that we do. To date, it's $4.8 million in partnership with our partners and the Building Conservation Trust of the good works that we put back into the coastal waters of Florida. So, Mike, we couldn't do it without you, and we so appreciate you supporting CCA. And if there was any one thing you could say to the viewers out there tonight, what would it be?
Register for the Star Tournament, because I was one of the guys who caught a tag redfish, or somebody fishing with me caught a tag redfish, and nobody on the boat was registered, and that'll never happen again. So I'm one of the guys that actually caught somebody with me caught a tag redfish, and nobody in the boat wasn't registered. But that'll never happen again. So get registered, pick up the trash, and leave it better than what you find it. So that's it.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Good
All
words
right,
of wisdom, Captain Mike.
All right, I'm gonna get out these mosquitoes. They killing me.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much for
last
doing.
thing too.
Yes,
this
sir.
is for the sponsors too. I'm gonna go.
Woo! Oh, here's to you, Captain Mike.
Yes, I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I think I saw a mosquito do a flyby in front of the camera.
They look like F-15 fighter pilots.
That was amazing. And that license plate has been many years in the works. So we are very thankful for Captain Mike and his artist friend and everyone that has helped make this possible. It was signed and passed by the Florida legislature this year, and hopefully will get put into the works in October. Am I right, Leiza?
That's correct. We're just waiting for Governor DeSantis to give his John Hancock.
Excellent. We can't wait for that. We're going to talk a little bit more about the importance of conservation. So do you have anything else you want to add tonight for the conservation aspect?
Well, I just want to remind all of our anglers that every catch entry that you provide, you are basically being a citizen biologist. You're providing us information and catch data on the condition of the fish. Was it kept? Was it released? Where it was caught, what it was caught on. There's so much information within our app, and you don't always have to give the coordinates, but we need to know that information. And there's different papers that the University of Florida, that different organizations have written regarding the information that we're providing. So it really is a wonderful mechanism and a tool for different research groups to be able to find and utilize the data that you provide as anglers. So we want to thank you. But not only are you citizen biologists, but listen to this word, you're citizen garbologists when you pick up our trash in the trash competition. So it's all about being conservation minded and doing the right thing, Amanda.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Oop, getting a little bit of feedback. All right, we're good to go. All right, so next we want to talk about the trash tournament coming up. So we don't want to confuse anyone, but let's use this as a little pre-competition competition. We have coming up in just about a week and a half, our second ever CCA Florida trash tournament, and it's also presented by Costa because they're an amazing sponsor, want to get involved with all of our trash cleanups. So this event is 1 week long from June 6th through June 13th. It's a Saturday to Saturday. This is free to register. It also uses the iAngler app to record all of your catches. And we're going to give away Costa sunglasses, some gift cards to Academy, some American Express gift cards. And it's just a really great way to get more people involved and, again, CCA Florida's mission. We're out there trying to protect and preserve our environment. So we try and put these events together that are free and accessible. And with this particular event, you can be on any body of water in Florida and anyone can participate. So that's what I love about this event. And it's coming up June 6th. So mark your calendar. We have more information on the ccaflorida.org website. If you are curious and want to learn more about it, there's links to register and everything like that. But again, I don't want to confuse everyone. This is separate from the Star Competition Trash Division, but it's a way to get everyone ready, right, Leiza?
It's pre-trashing. Like for a fishing tournament, you pre-fish. This is pre-trashing. You can go out and scope out where the good trash places are, because remember, John Mooney said, once you pick up there for a little bit, give it some time, because all the trash will eventually gravitate back there. So this is pre-trashing.
Perfect. Well, before we get into our Q&A session, I need to announce tonight's raffle winners. So the winners are Alex, I'm sorry if I butcher your last name, Herrera, David Lefere, sorry about that one too, and Jennifer Sampson. We're going to have someone reach out to you in the comments section and get your information. So keep an eye out for that. So congratulations to those three. Now we're going to get started with our Q&A.
Oh, Amanda, I think we've got some other CCA events besides the trash event that we wanted to share.
Yes, I apologize. Remember, each Wednesday, we will be doing our star search at 8 p.m. So please join us next week. We'll be right back here. Next Thursday, June 4th, is our Coastal Social. That's going to be an original art auction. And we're going to throw in some really great Florida captains for a full day guided trip. We're going to have the Flow Grown 5K. It's a virtual 5K that you run anywhere you want on your own time. You submit the scores to CCA and we send you a t-shirt. The trash tournament that I talked about. And then Winner's Choice Wednesday and Fishing Guide Fridays are our weekly raffles. Sorry, I'm like getting parched right now. So tune in for more great events and information as we proceed this summer. Now we're ready for the Q&A.
Wonderful. Well, I'm looking forward to some really great questions.
When will we release the tagged redfish?
Well, I will say, Sean, we've already started doing some tagging of redfish and releasing them up in the northeast corridor of Florida, but we don't want to release the redfish too early because unfortunately, we do have anglers who are not aware of the star competition. They may capture them and then may not know what they have and keep them. And unfortunately, that means less tags available for our registered anglers. So they're going to be released before the start of the competition, just a few weeks.
And we want to keep the honest people honest, right?
Exactly.
All right, and our next question is from Jody. Can you use last year's measuring device until the new ones are released?
So Jody, the new measuring devices will come out on June the 19th. So you will have the ability to have those measuring devices before the competition starts on July 1st. So you will not be able to use last year's measuring devices. This keeps anglers from submitting pictures from last year in this year's competition. So please go out, look on the website, www.ccaflstar.com for the nearest distribution location to you. And you can pick up a measuring device from the West Marine Store, Academy Sports and Outdoors, and other locations.
Again, that's available June 19th, and the start of the competition is July 1st. So you do have a good amount of time to go out and pick up one. All right. Can non-residents win if they're registered?
Most definitely, Andy. So invite all your cousins and friends from up in the north and have them all down for the summer, and that means more opportunities for you to win. So non-registered, non-residents definitely can participate.
And people from Alabama and Georgia, they've all come down to the Panhandle. I've talked with a few of them and fish in the Panhandle, and they get registered because they're fishing in Florida.
That's exactly right.
All right, let's see what's next. Do we still contact CCA with coordinates of large trash items? She called in a refrigerator last year. Thank you, Amy.
Yes, Amy, you do still contact us with the large items. We have been working with DEP and have provided them with those coordinates and that information. I don't always know, they don't follow up with us whether or not they picked them up, but please report them so that we can report them to DEP and get them picked up.
That's very helpful. All right, next from Brian. What happens if you catch a tagged red that was already caught and released?
So as long as the tag is still in the fish, then you have the opportunity to win. And that has happened before. In fact, in 2018, up in the Panhandle in Santa Rosa, there was a fish that was caught on a Thursday, I believe it was a Thursday afternoon. The anglers were not registered, but knew about the competition. They released the fish. Unfortunately, someone else recaptured that fish and they won the brand new contender because they were registered. So, yep, as long as the tag's in the fish, you are able to win.
So make sure you are registered.
Yes, and you can go to the website, CCA Florida, STAR, and get yourself registered. It's very simple. And with your registration, you have the opportunity to win some great Ingle prize packages.
Exactly. From Jerry, he's asking about the trash tournament, not to be confused with the STAR competition. So that June 6th through June 13th kind of pre-tournament tournament is free to participate, and you don't have to have a measuring device. So I apologize, I didn't go over that. You're just taking pictures of the trash that you pick up, whether that's in buckets or trash bags, or if you find a tire or a large object, like someone found a lawn chair that washed up in an intercoastal waterway, that's the equivalent of one catch or one bucket. So you don't need a measuring device. You just take pictures of the trash that you clean up. And like Leiza had mentioned, that STAR app, the iAngler app, will allow you to take a picture of all of your trash. Say you have 10 buckets, and you can take one picture and then say and submit that you have 10 catches. So there is a way to do that, so you don't have to sit there and take a picture of every bucket. So that is a great question, Jerry. Thank you for that question.
Amanda, before we move on, I want to tell you something. Jerry in 2015 was our first winner in STAR. He caught a tagged redfish in Tampa Bay, and he won a brand new pickup truck. And I hope Jerry is still enjoying that brand new pickup truck that he won. Thank you, Jerry, for watching tonight.
That is amazing. And I'm sure he's telling all of his friends and family to get registered and participate.
I have to tell you, he's been an amazing testimonial. He goes and he talks at the boat ramps and he hands out flyers, and he wants other people to understand just how easy, and it wasn't really easy, but how it can happen to you, but you got to be registered.
Yes, thank you, Jerry. I did notice in the comments, a lot of you are answering other people's questions. So I hope we got to all the questions tonight. If you do have more, I dare you to explore www.ccaflstar.com. That's the STAR competition website, and a lot of questions can be answered just by exploring that page, right?
That's exactly correct. And we want to thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And we want you to tune in next week, because next week we're going to talk about the youth division, where we have $100,000 in college scholarships that your kids can win a share of. It's presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. So please join us next week. on Wednesday at 8 p.m. and we'll see you there. And just remember one thing, any fin is possible.
Anything is possible. Thank you. And thank you to all of our special guests tonight.